Callaghan flick, Berry, yes, and Stoke have scored. 11 minutes gone, and Stoke City's hallmark of recent seasons, the well-taken corner, gets them a goal. The corner floated in, O'Callaghan's flick on, Berry stabbed the dropping ball over the line, and Stoke City, against the odds, have taken the lead. Well, when they came here last season, Stoke felt that they were unlucky not to score. They got a 0-0 draw then, which helped them avoid relegation in their marvellous end to the season. Well, now they've got their first goal at the City Ground since 1979, when they came back to the division, and it will really lift them. Wigley's cross, Chamberlain away. Forrest come again though. Davenport. There's a shout for handball, and the referee has given the penalty. The referee pursued by angry Stoke City players, the protest led by Berry, but Mr. Mills is adamant that in that melee of players, with the ball ricocheting around like a pinball machine, Saunders used his hand to control it. So with only minutes remaining, Stoke's brave resistance could be ended. And Davenport makes sure that Nottingham Forest at least will take a point. Saunders' disappointment, and Stoke's brave battle comes to an end in controversial style as far as they're concerned. The question was it deliberate handball? Well, as Davenport strode up to hit that penalty firmly into the corner, he wasn't thinking of that. But that's it. Brian Clough will be relieved that Nottingham Forest rescued a point, but their 100% home record has gone to a Stoke City side which deserved at least the point they gained, having taken the lead through George Berry in the 11th minute. But Davenport's penalty kick bringing about an equaliser. Saunders the man adjudged to have handled. Stoke defended well and will take great heart from their performance and from the result. Nottingham Forest 1, Stoke City 1.
Shortly afterwards, the Hammers were in front. Gale making a break down the right, frees Paul Allen. When his cross comes in, George Berry with an amazing diving header puts it past his own keeper. And there was an element of farce about the next goal. Chris Hemming's header merely setting up Tony Cottee for number 2. Sammy McIlroy had had enough. He couldn't get off the field quickly enough. And a lot of the Stoke supporters were already going by the time the third goal, scored by Paul Goddard, went in. Stoke did get a consolation goal when Heath, once more, he was their best player, set up a goal for Ian Painter. But West Ham, they weren't finished, and they created the best move of the match. It ended with Paul Allen stroking the ball past Fox for number 4. A sad moment for Tony Waddington, the former Stoke manager, who looked bemused. Some of the supporters had had enough, and they certainly missed the last goal. Dyson heading the ball forward and Chamberlain scoring the goal he must have hoped he'd got it in the opening minutes of the game. All in all, a very sad afternoon for Stoke manager Bill Aspel.
There's something not quite right. Early November, Liverpool out the Milk Cup and not top of the table. But beware, as Stoke's manager said, they're still the team. And today, in driving rain, they set off at a breathless, furious pace to put that cup defeat out of mind. From a free kick, Jan Molby showed debutant Joe Corrigan that he could be in for a busy afternoon. Then Ian Painter sent Sam McIlroy away. We could hardly have known then that Stoke wouldn't trouble Grobbelaar seriously again in the first half. Through Alan Hudson, ever the strolling player, and a fit-again McIlroy, Stoke promise much. It's nice to watch, but it doesn't win matches. But just when you're certain that Liverpool won't score, they pounce. 3 minutes left, Ronnie Whelan away, and with the help of the inside of the post, he destroyed all Stoke's hard labour. Hands up all those who said that Liverpool weren't the side they used to be. Bob Hall, ITN Sport, at the Victoria Ground.
Luton's Ricky Hill very much at home on the snow at Stoke. Hill's first goal of the season, Luton leading after 9 minutes. And 3 minutes later, Hill's thoughtful pass led to Stuart Roberts, Stoke's apprentice goalkeeper, driving a clearance against Mick Harford, and the rebound ends up in Roberts' net. But just 26 seconds into the second half, Steve Foster brought down Steve Parkin, and Ian Painter's penalty giving Stoke some hope of recovery. But Luton opened up a gap that proved to be decisive in the 63rd minute. Roberts saves from Brian Steen, but Mal Donaghy first to the rebound. So David Pleat's side moved into the fourth round, even though Mark Chamberlain arrived on Luton's blind side to pull the final score back to 3-2.
Sometimes you're better off dead. There's a gun in your hand and it's pointing at your head. You think you're mad, too unstable, kicking in chairs and knocking down tables in a restaurant in a West End town. Call the police, there's a madman around, running down underground to a dive bar in a West End town. In a West End town, a dead end world, the East End boys and West End girls. In a West End town, a dead end world, the East End boys and...
It's home products that Stoke must rely on today. 7 former apprentices, including Alan Dodd, who's returned from Wolves on a monthly contract, and Philip Heath, who takes over from the injured Mark Chamberlain. Barry Siddall, on loan from Port Vale, is the 5th goalkeeper used by Stoke this season, while Keith Birchin has been so starved of chances since his November move from Norwich that he's still awaiting his first goal. So away go Tottenham at the start of the second half. Stoke City looking to end a run now that has gone 8.5 hours without a goal in the First Division. Tottenham knowing that a draw here really isn't enough for them, and Siddall, a terrible error, and Crooks you. 21 seconds into the second half. Crooks with a look of disbelief. And Barry Siddall would want the ground to open up and swallow him up. It was hit too long this time by Hoddle, but Siddall all over the place. An open goal for Garth Crooks against his old club. Tottenham in the lead.
As for Arsenal at Stoke, their fading title hopes rested on the turn of the potter's wheel and the judgment of a distinguished referee. Your commentator is Barry Davies.
Peter Willis, recently retired from the police force, president of the Referees Association, all set for his first match since being chosen as this year's FA Cup final referee. And today, in rather different circumstances from Wembley, he meets two captains, Sammy McElroy of Stoke City and Graham Rix of Arsenal, who have thoughts not so much of hope as of avoiding disappointment. At least Bill Asprey, Stoke City's manager, has for a change nearly a full squad to pick from. And his 12 contains 3 20-year-olds and 2 teenagers, and marks the return of one not quite so young, Alan Hudson, who's been out with injury since the beginning of February. Well, the sign at the corner of the ground looks rather lonely, but at least the sunshine is shining on it briefly this afternoon. Stoke away at the start of the second half, searching for what would be their 19th goal in the league this season. 2 wins from 31 games, 7 draws. Nicholas, nicely done. Then he met Dyson, and Heath chasing, needs the first time, and the referee says penalty. Challenged by David O'Leary. Well, he was only ever going to get in a shot then, Heath, if he hit it first time, because 2 men were coming at him, but he was determined to go on. O'Leary tackled from Heath's right side, and the cup final referee said penalty. The ball placed on the spot by Ian Painter. Would be his 8th, would be Stoke's 19th. And it's both. Rapturous applause around the Victoria ground. Oh, John Lukic parried, but the ferocity of the shot carried the ball off. Can understand the feeling with which the Stoke supporters are singing 1-0. They haven't had too many opportunities to do so during the course of the season. Good dummy by Hudson, good turn by McElroy. Dyson! Lovely goal. Dyson able to get through the 6-yard box, almost unmolested, certainly surprised Tommy Caton. Well, certainly not Don Howe's afternoon or Arsenal's. The first goal coming from Ian Painter from the penalty spot in the 54th minute, his 8th of the season and 4th penalty. And 7 minutes later, Paul Dyson ensuring that Stoke City, for a change, have 3 points. Here's the man of the match, Sammy McElroy. He had an able lieutenant in Alan Hudson, and of the youngsters, Philip Heath certainly impressed in a 2-0 victory for the home side.
Well, well done, Stoke City. Where there's life, there's hope.
What you gonna do when things go wrong? What you gonna do when it all cracks up? What you gonna do when the love runs down? What you gonna do when the flames go up? Who's gonna come and turn the tide? What's it gonna take to make a dream survive? Who's got the time to calm a storm inside? Who's gonna save you? Alive and kicking. Stay until your love is alive and kicking. Stay until your love is, until your love is alive.
Stoke City are on course for the worst First Division performance in history, but early on, Carl Saunders almost unsettled the league leaders. It didn't take long, though, for Everton to score. Berry misses Stevens' throw-in, and Graham Sharp finishes in style. Everton moved up a gear now. A lovely combination from Reed and Gray almost brings Sharp a second. Another throw-in from Stevens just after the break leads to Everton's second. Sheedy making no mistake. Then a surging run from Stevens almost brings another goal. Sheedy's drive parried by Siddle. Then the game's most explosive incident. Stoke's young fullback Chris Masqueray clearly throwing a punch at Trevor Stephen. Amazingly, he escaped without even a caution. Everton fortunately kept their heads and created more chances, although it wasn't Andy Gray's day.
You know I'm a dreamer, but my heart's of gold. I had to run away high, so I wouldn't come home low. Just when things went right, it doesn't mean they were always wrong. Just take this song, and you'll never be left all alone. Take me to your heart, feel me in your bones. Just one more night, and I